Ladies and gentlemen, THORnews has been saved again. Thanks to you, your prayers, your love, and your contributions. It is a crazy time in a crazy world, and crazy things are always happening. But I am extremely grateful that I get to do what I love, and that is tell the truth and make videos, and sometimes, when I can, be funny. And I couldn't do it without you guys. Meaning to have people to believe in. That there are good people out there. That there are people out there who still believe that a good future is possible for all of us. I know the media and social networking likes to tell us that all hope is lost and that we have no say and we have no choice in our own future. But I don't believe that to be true. Because just like Wolverine from the X-Men, you can beat him down to a single atom, but that atom will always grow back into a full man. Although he'll be really angry. That's Wolverine though. Thor is more on humor. So it's always, since I've started doing this full time, it's every single month is an adventure. And you've been here with me, the majority of y'all, for the last 3 years. And then when I say the weather's going to get wild, and the sun is going to get wild, and people are going to get wild, and the secret societies are going to get wild, and the governments are going to get wild, and the corporations are going to get wild. Well, in the last 3 years, I've been accurate and correct. And it is like we are fighting in some type of an invisible civil war for the future. And so I just do the best I can, and you guys have done the best you can. And so far, I am very, very proud of us. It has been a rough ride since 9/11. I don't know, you should be over 18 to be watching this, so you should be aware of a pre and post 9/11 world. And yeah, shit has been crazy. And it has been a giant joust for the future of our planet. And so that's kind of one of the things is a lot of people make a lot of money selling people lies and deception. And I have been warned hundreds of times to give up my channel, that I will not find success with my channel. And at the very worst, I could find even death and torture. And then, death after, I'm sure. But I don't know if I could make it in a world where I got to live a lie or talk about a lie the whole time or sell a lie, I mean, the truth of the matter is that if we are going to survive together, if we are going to survive at all, we have to do it together. And that no man out there is a single self-made man. We all depend on each other. That's another thing I love about my channel is it feels about as honest as can be. That I lay it all out on the table. And at this point, hopefully I've built up a big enough base that if I do a good enough job, I have enough money to pay for all my very basics. And at this point, I've lost my car, I don't know, like a week ago. I spent all January trying to get my car fixed and dealing with it, and it kept breaking down. And twice it broke down while I was driving. Once on the highway. I almost died again. But guess what? I made it. And so it's just been a weird transformational process. And for the last week, I've been really, 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 really sad over losing my car. I've worked since I was 15. I've had a car since I was 15. It's the first time in my life I've gone without a car. And as a man, I'm like, oh shit, I have to give up dating completely because no woman wants to date a man without a car. And so, but then I thought about it. I was like, hey, that saves me $100 a month and saves me money because every once in a while I would go out to a bar and then run around town. And so even though it seems negative at first, but in this process until we get the world in a more stable place, apparently I'm just going to have to work harder every day. And I'm okay with that. I was raised Lutheran, and so a lot of times we display our faith in God through our good works. And so I know this to be a ramble fest, but on this adventure, it's almost like life is a video game. And the majority of these are my works of art, by the way. And that but it's a video game where you guys are playing along with me. And see that, and I got 190,000 miles out of that car. I mean, I bought it 30,000 miles. I had it for like 12 years. That car saved my life like over 10 times. That car was magic. It was a Mustang Ford. I loved her. Most faithful woman I've ever had. I don't mean that disrespectfully. And so I just want you guys to know that I love you guys and I appreciate you guys, and you guys are fantastic, and you guys and ladies are the reason that I keep doing this. Because A, somebody needs to tell y'all the truth. B, you guys are amazing. And C, I think we remember when shit wasn't as weird and wild and people weren't as mean and vindictive, and they literally weren't trying to destroy man and masculinity with every ounce of their collective media fiber. You know, it's like, you know, I'm not complaining or whining, but damn, it is not the best time to be a white male in America. You know, I realize that I'm having to pay for the sins of all men throughout all of history. But that shit ain't getting us nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody blaming everybody and everybody constantly upset and offended. We're running fast in quicksand, and we have a finite amount of energy. And so I just wanted to thank you guys again. And usually the process is the 3 or 4 days leading up to my rent. It's so amazingly stressful. As soon as I pay rent, I smoke a cigarette and then I pass out, which is what I did today. And so I woke up. See, that's about where my car tapped out at 190,000. And I could tell the long story about how we kept trying to get my car fixed. And then it got towed away because one of the places where I tried to drive it home to save $9 tow fee, they towed it off to a yard. So it'd be like $300 or $400 to get it out. I think you'd probably get another 8,000 miles out of that car. If I put in a new alternator. But at this point, I don't know. Honestly, it's been such a battle for me personally. In the last 6 years, I've magnetized a lot of enemies or people who just don't like me to me. So I know I'm taking it day by day. And on today, by the love of Jesus Christ and the luck of Jupiter and all you amazing astonishers, asteroid fight clubbers, and nonconformers out there, I love you and I appreciate you and I thank you. I love to work hard and put out good, honest work that I can be proud of. And I guess I'm awkward sometimes at saying stuff, and so I just wanted to say again and again and again that, yeah, you guys are like family, and you guys are inspirational, and somehow I get to the edge of the cliff a lot, but you guys pull me back and save me every single time. So I'm extremely thankful to God for all y'all. You guys are all gifts. I mean, the last 6 years, the Scorpio 6-year period that we all went through, Venus. And if you know, there's always like a V in the trees. The last 6.5 year period that we went through that just finished up like a month ago. Man, that was rough. You know, we're going through a transformational age. It's me at Galveston like 2 weeks ago. Me and my buddy went down. So I love you guys, and I just wanted to thank you for keeping me up and running, because I do everything I can to bring you the information that I find is important. I've been thinking about this, and I realized that one of the reasons I got into weather so much is I felt like it was one of the only places I could hide, quote unquote, and talk about the truth. Because when I talk about space agencies and stuff and all the other stuff, A, I got a lot of really well-resourced enemies, and B, there's just so much confusion and deception and everything that it gets difficult to talk about, because I don't want to ever sell anything that I don't think is at least has a chance of being true. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Anyway, I've rambled on too much. I gotta get out, check out the weather, get you guys updated, because yeah, it's gonna stay weird, man. Animals are cool. And isn't it neat how the ocean just provides, and the earth itself provides absolute abundance to all of God's creatures. And so we gotta learn to share and give up this false scarcity system that our oil war economy is based on. That's part of the whole thing, is like Brexit. Everybody's in a state of confusion, and it's been like one big negotiation for the last 10 years, pretty much since I've been tapped in. Uh-oh, I'm getting the red flag. I better go. Anyway, everybody stay cool, and I love you, and I will talk to you guys soon, but I just wanted to say thank you again. You guys are amazing, and every single contribution counts, from the $2 ones to the $150 ones, and every prayer counts. Every thought counts. So make them good, okay? And I'm going to get back to making badass videos and try and make you laugh. Everybody stay cool. God bless everyone. Let us live long and prosper together always. And may the force be with us always, or when we need it the most. Peace out.